Okay, y'all, I had to come away to my quiet place. I'm finna get ready to go over my cousin's house. And get ready to go to my cousin's house. And we go prep for the tailgate tomorrow that I was gonna originally be participating in. But I got something big coming up. And y'all know what it is. It's the Live with Deontay Reviews. Yes. So make sure that you subscribe to my page and get prepared for your phone to go off tomorrow with Deontay Reviews. I don't get the opportunity that much because I do have a busy life too. Well, not that busy because I spend 50% of the time watching skits, amen. But I don't really get a chance to look at other reviews and things like that. And so one of the things that I said that I want to do going forward is just go to other people's pages and see the beauty of Country Wayne and the different people who doing the different reviews of the different skits. And so Von Views is somebody that I've subscribed to her a while back, but I hadn't really got a chance to see her views, and she did a good one today. She really hit on what I spoke about earlier. And I'm going to give you the terminology because I really don't know what you can and cannot say in these streets. So I used the R word earlier when talking about Anthony and him finally giving up, but she expounded on it. So shout out to Von Views. I even gave her a hype for it. And it was good. She talked about the SA part of it. SA stands for sexual assault, and I hope we can say that on YouTube. But that's what the SA stands for, and DV stands for domestic violence. So we all have been really hard on Anthony about not telling what happened, but it all made sense that we didn't think about it in this regard. But he didn't tell people because he was embarrassed. We never looked at it like that. We never looked at it like he was violated. How many women have gotten drunk, very, very drunk, and end up sleeping with somebody, or they got taken advantage of, and they never tell anybody because they feel ashamed, or they feel like it was my fault. And when he sat on that ledge today, and Amber got it instantly, something that most of us viewers have not got this entire time. He was ashamed. And we always look at it like men don't get abused, men don't get SA'd. And like she was saying, men are not victims of domestic violence. But they are. Angelina poking him in the head. Shayla throwing the shoes, telling him she gonna spit on him. If that was a woman, we would have looked at that so differently. If a man would have poked a woman in her head and talked to her like Angelina did Anthony. And in his situation, he couldn't even fight back if he wanted to because him being the man again, he would have been the abuser. He would have been in the wrong. The cops would have got him if he would have hit Angelina back. Yeah, that went right over our head. That went right over our heads until today. He was ashamed to tell people that story. He told his boy, Dalen, I don't even know if Dalen know the truth of it, but I know he told Dalen what happened. But y'all, that man was sloppy drunk. He really was. Go back to rewind. He was sloppy drunk. If he were a woman, and I said that in my live this morning, if he were a woman, we wouldn't have thought twice about, oh my God, that was an SA. We wouldn't have thought twice. We would have instantly, she needs to press charges. We got to stop these double standards when it comes between men and women. That's why Anthony didn't tell nobody, y'all. That's why he didn't say nothing. He was ashamed as a man to say, yeah, I got taken advantage of. He told her no. He did. And then, the other person he was talking to took over. But he originally told Shayla no. He said, no, 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 no. That's your friend. And even when he woke up the next morning, he was furious. If Anthony was a woman, would we look at this whole storyline differently? The way it began, anyway. And even though he continued afterwards. Would we would even looked at the second time? Would we look at that differently, under a different lens? If the man went back to the woman and said, or the man started telling the woman, well, you wanted it, right? How many of people go back to their abusers? That was profound. And I said it this morning, but when she drawn it out, Von Views, if you haven't gone to Von Views, go click like and subscribe. That was deep, y'all. Why do we have these double standards when it comes to men and abuse? Why do we even have these double standards when it comes to cheating? Why was everybody so quick to forgive over almost a year of indiscretions from Amber? But when it came to the man, Anthony, we were so hard about what happened. Even though he tried to get out of it several times. Even though he told her he didn't want her. And she just kept pursuing and kept pursuing. But I think what's going to happen in this moment is that, as many people have said, Amber's going to start doing the math. Even if the first time, which was January 14th, that's the stamp, January 14th of 2024. Even if that was the first time, Kai's birthday that they had for him was the end of August? 2 weeks ago, the end of August? Is that possible? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. It's possible, but it's right at 8 months. Any woman who's been pregnancy is normally 37 weeks. Most of us, you really go over 9 months. I know mine was right at 10, and I said, y'all got to take them out. One of us got to go. One of us got to come out of this thing. Amen. It's closer to 10 months, but 8 months? Even if she had sex with him afterwards and got pregnant, his birthday would have fell towards closer to October. Y'all, this is about to get interesting. Will Amber do the math? Will Amber start telling everybody what happened? And like Von said in Von Views, it's something she got to be sensitive with. That's the reason he wouldn't tell everybody. Because the first thing they going to say is, oh, man, a female can't take advantage of you. When really, if he would have held his ground, he very well could have pressed charges on her. It would have been ugly, but he felt guilty about what he did. And so he hid it and tried to end it himself and only got deeper into it. And then she used that ultimate card she had in her back pocket to say that, ooh, your perfect wife. Even though Amber had been the perfect wife. This is the only reason that I wasn't mad at them getting back together. Are the writers going to shift the narrative now? Or are they going to continue with Anthony being this dark, deceptive person? Will Amber continue to ask the right questions and do the math and do the calculations and do what she needs to do to move this along? Time will tell, you guys. Get your popcorn ready. More to come. The AAS disorder continues.